Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you my process for storing my spring blooming bulbs. So let's go. About a week ago, I made a video showing you my process for removing a whole bunch of spring blooming bulbs from pots and getting them ready to dry in preparation for storage. Well, a week has passed and those bulbs have all dried and they are now ready to be cleaned up and then put into storage for the summer months. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll put a link to that video down in the description below. Now, you might be wondering, why am I going through this whole process? I could easily have taken these bulbs and just placed them out in my landscape. Well, when it comes to the tulips, I have a lot of deer here where I live. And so I don't want to put the tulips out in the landscape because they will just eat up the bulbs. So it's my preference to put them in pots every year and display them on my porches. And when it comes to the daffodils, they definitely would be fine out in the landscape. However, I do like having daffodils in pots as well as in my landscape. So I like to dig these ones up and store them for the summer months and then plant them again later in the season. And I've made videos in the past showing you my process for taking spring bulbs and putting them in pots, getting them ready for display for the spring months. I'll be sure to link any related videos down in the description below. But today I wanted to show you where we're at now that these bulbs have dried. So I figured I'd start this video by taking you in for a closer look at these bulbs, and I'm going to show you my process for getting them cleaned up and ready for storage. In this tray over here, these are daffodils, and they are from Color Blends. I got these from my sister-in-law. They're a few years old, and they just continue to multiply, which is really nice. You'll notice that when I took them out of their pots, I kept the roots on them. However, I did cut off the green foliage from the top. So what you want to do when it comes to cleaning this up is two things. The first thing is I'm using a very soft brush here. You can use whatever you have handy. I just happen to have this bottle brush on hand. And the big thing is you want to make sure that the bristles are soft. And I'm just lightly removing all of the soil from the bulb. You don't want to use a brush that has very hard bristles on it because then you might be nicking the bulb, and you don't want to do that at this point. When it comes to removing the roots, I recommend cutting them off using something like scissors or a hand pruner. If you actually try to pull off the roots, you risk opening up this area on the bottom of your bulb, which can cause rot. And this is an example of one where I had just pulled off the roots. And when I did that, I exposed part of the bulb. And now I need to let this cure or dry for a few more days. So you don't want to be doing that. And you just want to remove the roots without getting too close to the bottom of your bulb. And that one is ready for storage. The other thing I want to mention is you might have bulbs where you can divide them. At this point, I would not recommend dividing them. I'll go ahead and divide this in the spring. The reason is if I was to divide this right now, which just means pulling it apart and turning one bulb into two bulbs, what would happen is, again, I'm basically opening up an area that's exposed on my bulb. And that's not good in terms of storage because it's kind of wet in there. So if you did want to divide it right now, then you would have to let these bulbs dry for another week. So we're not going to divide this right now. This tray over here are tulips. They're a very beautiful yellow color. They're called Golden Parade. And what we want to do is very similar process. We want to take off the roots and also clean up the bulb. And in some cases, this papery layer on the outside might come off a little like that, and that's fine. But I wouldn't pull off any additional papery layer at this point. I would just leave it as is unless it's naturally coming off. We're going to go ahead and clean up this bulb as well, although it's not too dirty, which is nice. And then when it comes to the roots, again, I would not pull them off. I will just cut them off. And that's it. This bulb is now ready for storage. Let's say I went through that whole process with all of my daffodils as well as all of my tulips. I'm going to show you what the bulbs would look like if they were all done and cleaned up. Here's a box of tulips that have been cleaned up. Notice I left the tags or the labels inside the box. I want to make sure I label all of my bulbs with what they are just so I remember. And also I labeled the outside of the box as well. When it comes to storing them in a box, you want to make sure you don't store them more than a couple of bulbs deep. The reason is it can just introduce rot and it's not good for the bulbs. You want them to be able to breathe. So optimally, you should have them all placed in a single layer, but you can also have them in a double layer, but I wouldn't recommend any more than that. Here's a box of tete-a-tete daffodils that have been cleaned up. Now notice they're not 100% cleaned up, but they are much cleaner than they were before, which is perfect for storage. And I did try to find cardboard boxes that I already had in my house, so I'm just recycling them. And notice I'm not lining them with anything special. There's no newspaper or there's no peat moss. You can do all of those options, they're optional, but just as long as they're in some sort of a container that can breathe. I would not recommend a plastic bag and definitely would not recommend a plastic tote. It needs to be something that has good airflow circulation where the bulbs can breathe. And when I store the bulbs downstairs, I'm not going to completely close or seal off the box. Notice that it's still open on the top so that the bulbs can still breathe. In my barn, I also have a bunch of bulbs that need to be cleaned up, and then I can get those ready for storage as well. But they're drying, so they're ready to go. Later in the season, when I start potting these up, I'll show you how you can make your own sizing tool to determine whether or not you want to use a certain tulip or daffodil in a pot, because the smallest bulbs will not bloom next year. They're just the little baby bulbs. You only want to take the largest bulbs and pot those up. But I like to pot up even the baby bulbs because I want them to grow bigger to become adult bulbs. So those are all options that you have when it comes to potting up bulbs. I will be busy, I can assure you that. It'll take me a number of days to do this process, but I'm okay with that. I don't need to do it all in one day, and you don't have to do it all in one day if you don't want either. If you decide to use a paper bag, either a small one or a larger one, that's perfectly fine. The key is to not layer the bulbs more than 2 bulbs deep. So as long as it's a nice shallow layer, you should be fine. When it comes to where am I going to be storing these bulbs for the summer months, I plan on storing them down in my basement. My basement is cool, it's dark, and even though it's a little bit humid, it's a perfect place to store these. I will be running a dehumidifier to take some of that humidity out. I stored my bulbs down there last summer and they did very well there. The key for storage is you want to make sure that no rodents, mice, squirrels, any chipmunks get to your bulbs. When it comes to taking these out of storage, I will be making a separate video showing you my process for removing them from storage and getting them all potted up so that they have a beautiful display again on my porch. So be on the lookout for that video later in the season. Even though there is some work involved with this process, personally, I think it's worth it. I love to have spring flowers blooming in pots and display them all around my yard. And there are situations where maybe you don't have a yard where you can plant bulbs like this, or maybe you have some beautiful bulbs that were out in your landscape. You're going to be moving and you want to take some bulbs with you to your new place that you're going to. And you need to remove those bulbs out of the ground, but you need to store them for the summer months. This video hopefully should show you the process of what to do with those bulbs just to keep them over until the fall or winter months. If you have any questions or comments, as always, I'd love to hear from you. Please drop them down in the comment section below. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.